Hello, everyone. This is Floxcat, and also sorry for those who are just coming in. Yeah, sorry about all that. But anyways, hello, everyone. Okay, so just a quick update. This will continue, and finally, as you can see, I figured it out. But apparently, all right. For those who coming in right now, um, welcome to FriWatch, where today, no matter rain, shine, or whatever BS, we're gonna do a FriWatch even though it's Saturday, of the Mandelic, blah blah blah, the Mandela, can't say it, catalog, the Mandela catalog. Sorry, I'm motor mouth. I think it's because I need water. Hold on for a second. Sorry about that. All right, there we go. So yes, the catalog or Mandela or however the fuck you say it. Yeah. So kind of explain what's going on here. Um, But this is a brand new series. And by the way, I started wacky because what happened is apparently Scream Yard had this new thing where you have to before you even enter to the studio, you had to literally edit the footage there rather than YouTube Studio, which I think is stupid because it really feels like anti but I was able to get it done. But anyways, as stated, I had that slop, so sorry for the weird introing. But yes, as stated, we're doing the Mandela catalog or Mandela or however the fuck you say it catalog, which is actually a brand new ARG that started 3 months ago. Yeah, and the reason why I'm doing this video now, even though I plan to do it actually kind of later, but I'm excited to do it early, is because if you guys recall earlier, if you guys were on KP Reed's channel, I talked to him. I did talk to him later on about some things. Don't ask, but and don't worry, it wasn't that bad. But it's something that happened to my Discord. Oh boy, that's a whole nother story. But I can't get into it because of confidentiality. So blah blah blah. But apparently, I asked him, hey, have you ever heard of this Mandela effect? Which I even said on his live stream, during like, no, I haven't. And then he told me, I'm going to wait and see what you do with it first before I cover it. I was like, okay. I know it's a little early, but to be fair, also, let's be honest, the other reason why, especially for those who have heard about the series or have seen people react to it, I'm entering another, like, this is the brand new magical world of Anya to me. But the worst part is, this is from America, not from, was it Swedish? I forgot where Anya came from. I think it was Sweden, but or Poland. I forgot. Excuse me. I really forgot where it come from. I know that's stupid, but But you'll see why in a moment because you can see because this is hitting storms lately, and the reason why is just how effed up this series is. Well, not in a bad way though, as you could tell from the description. This series might be even one. This is me now trying to get back into more darker ARGs, though let's be honest, I probably never go too far. But this is interesting as the it is actually we understand. This is actually a ARG thing. Oh, let me just pause this because I don't want that, have pretty much gained popularity due to one major reason. And that is because of just how wacky this thing is and blah 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 and stuff, And the thing about it uh, is that it's like Local 58 in the analog horror genre. Which, by the way, while we're at it, the analog horror genre is just basically TV. I'm actually planning to do a very special Halloween episode of explain why the analog horror is super creepy from a mundane point, because people have been wondering, because let's be honest, this ain't the first time we see a series try to mimic television going cuckoo. But what's interesting is, and I know there's a few others like what was it, the Bunny Burger one, which I might also have to do uh, a walk, a fry walk on that, because that is fun to look at. But that Five Nights at Freddy's bunny thing, I forgot. I'll probably send a link down the comment section down below of what it is if I remember. But the reason why I'm saying all that is because just like that, and just like the Mandela catalog, what's very interesting is this does not follow that same format as Local 58. Completely different. And I got into it because it's very unique. Now, trying to see if there's an actual playlist here. Because, oh wow. Okay, that's very interesting. Oh, yes, things here. Yep, the arc and da da da. So, what we're going to do is, in order to view this in a way, for, as you hear beeping from, da da da, I guess we'll just press play all. Will that work? Okay, it works. That's fine. Ooh, good. No ads. But anyways, yes, I'm also going to do an explain video on whatever the heck this is. And trust me, my own thoughts on this is going to be weird. I'll even explain at the end, because I actually do have my very own personal theory that bridges off what people are thinking, which I probably will do soon. Probably may do it tomorrow, but that's only because I don't have anything. But this series definitely is weird. So, and by the way, I already kind of spoiled myself because I actually watched a explained video on this, but I say kind of because I actually haven't watched the actual videos other than the last one, aka the first video on this channel. Get an idea what we're dealing with. I kind of know the story, what's going on right now, but I haven't seen all the creepy moments. So just in case, and you don't see this, I have my actual TV on with the cable or antennae. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me due to the situation. Have the light on, being the only light on. Doing this in kind of daylight, even though it's about to turn night. And as a bonus, I have literally my Minecraft bee in my hand as I'm speaking, because I like a stuffed animal with me right now. Yes, I am going to be a bitch, so hopefully there's not going to be a jump scare. Be real, there are. I've seen at least hints of those jump scares, but I don't know. But that doesn't stop me from liking this, because this one is very weird. So let's go ahead to the first video and going out of order, but let's be honest, it's backwards. Which is just teasing about the volume 2 thing called MAD, aka MAD, and pretty much whatever this is called, awareness disorder. Yeah, it translates to mad. That's actually a fact they go through. So, anyways, hopefully you can hear. Alright, whoops, did not mean to do that.
Metaphysical awareness disorder is a fatal mental illness that has been making a sudden return.
Alright, hold on. Before you start blah 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 blah, we gotta back up, at least you can hear. I wonder. Alright. Oh man, from going mad. That's good. I never see that until
Metaphysical
now. Oh
awareness
boy.
disorder is a fatal mental illness that has been making a sudden return in recent months.
Super big and deadly. Fuck. Not help. What the fuck was? Has anyone translate that yet? I don't think any other viewers translate that, but there's a reason why it did that. We'll get into it in a bit.
MAD is a result of exposure to verbal information that is not desired to be known.
Like the modern world.
The rate of death by suicides in patients diagnosed with MAD is 97%. But
Yeah.
don't worry, the remaining 3% makes it worth trying to reverse the delusion.
That's actually not good.
Avoiding the root
Why
causes
is it
of metaphysical
3%?
awareness disorder development is the first step to being safe.
Again,
First, avoid excessively frequent religious practices.
I love.
Avoid unnecessary beliefs and philosophical implications.
Okay, so kind of like I said, I'll pause a little bit to explain this because again, I have already seen the explain videos, but this is kind of a training in order to explain ad, which is a big factor in this whole thing. But let's be honest, what's make this even funnier is, like I said, with a very bad joke. Isn't that like the modern world right now? Except though I don't think you go that far with mysterious beings, which we will get into later. Trust me, we'll see these beings. And by the way, I'll back up for a little bit, but do keep these two parts in mind too, because there is a heavy factor with Christianity in this. And the first video, aka the last video we're going to see, and the one I saw, plays a huge role in this kind of thing. Even though I do have my own counter theory to all this, and I love how they just choose the main one without singing about other religions. Like we got the Christianity, the Judaism, and Islam. Because why not? And hopefully I do not get my ass kicked. Because, yeah, boy. Let's just say that.
Avoid unnecessary
not
beliefs and philosophical implications.
And this is Taliwan thing. I don't know who this guy is. I think he is an important being. I don't know. Oh wait, could that be? Wait a second. If I remember correctly, isn't this the guy related to the whole thing with the USSR back in the day when Russia was the Soviet Union? Because he looks like that. I don't know if everyone pointed that out yet, but he does look like that. Even though it still doesn't matter because it's backed up to what they're saying, which key word they're trying to tell people do not get hope. And I don't know why they had the brain here, but side note, I do want to point that out.
Last but not least, looking after your loved ones is a key factor for maintaining mental stability.
Yeah, except avoid open. Even though we said that in actuality, it says avoid. I already seen this too, which is kind of stirring. I was thinking about it. Fuck, I'm looking behind me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Is the Vulcan idea? Hey, 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 bruh. Welcome to this creepy thing you're watching. Oh boy. You're probably gonna laugh at me because oh boy. Get ready. But is the Vulcan idea? A Vulcan idea? I don't know, brother. We're I know you're I hope you're not referring to Pokemon, but actually referring to this. Like, don't worry, it will make sense later. But for those who are joining, like my brother, this is literally a ARG, a recent new ARG that has a very interesting way. But let's read this. Like, avoid opening your eyes when you are certain that the man in the corner is in fact now inches away from your fucking face. Oh boy, that reminded me a lot of, and I still admit this because I still do this, but there's this urban Japanese legend where if you were sleeping in a bed that not designed specifically for one person, mainly like a double twin bed or a queen size bed or a king size bed, you should never sleep on one side, because if you do, a spirit will come into your house and will literally mess with you. The man is that guy? Possibly. Well, there's multiple mans. You'll see, brother. You'll see. You'll definitely see. You'll see the madness that's about to ensue. Um, but anyways, the point is of that thing is because of that, I usually sleep in the middle of my bed because I don't want spirit messing with me. Watching. Oh boy. Don't you. Mandela Catalog, Volume 2. Okay, please. I'm double checking to make sure you don't jump scare me. Recurring nightmares will be. Okay. Okay, we got through this. Amber Alert. This could be fun. Like, I'm trying to be brave. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, you show this guy. You're not. Not real. You're probably a actual real guy. Fuck. The actual real guy. The evolution idea guy, I don't know his name. Oh, you're referring to the bushy hair guy I was talking about earlier. I guess.
Let's face it, us parents
Although it
know
still
how
backs up to the point
time-consuming it is
being
to keep an eye on our
the
young
fact
children
that,
while
stuff.
working is
Oh, by the way,
essential.
I
They
should
must
not be
receive
talking. Hold on.
attention
Let
from
me
us.
show this one because this is just messed up. This is interesting. Keep an eye on your children. Not really. You'll see why in a bit.
Let's face it, us parents know how time-consuming it is to keep an eye on our young children while working is essential. They must receive attention from us so that they know we love them too. Some of us may rely on key things that keep them entertained, like toys, walks in a stroller, or even cartoons on the family television.
Which is probably a little bit of a bad idea.
Be cautious with what
Fuck!
channels your children view on the
Oh
television,
boy.
since you never know
That
what
scared
harmful
me a little.
content they may be seeing. Your children may be viewing elements of violent content,
Oh, you think?
sexual content,
You think?
graphic content,
Yeah.
scary imagery.
I agree. Is this on a different spectrum? Okay, we get the point.
If you
Okay,
hear your
well,
child screaming or crying in front of the television, wait until your child
yes.
stops making noise before entering the room. You would.
Okay. And that's the effed up part. So I'll back up and explain. So this is pretty much a training video that tells the parents if you hear your child having pretty much sounding like a stroke because it's getting strange, and we'll get into a reason why in a bit. And there's actually a reason. This is actually one of the key parts of not only my theory, but pretty much the whole part of what's going on with the story. You should abandon your child. Yeah, that's a good idea. Abandon your child while he is in pain. Or her in pain, depending on the gender. Okay, I'll admit, that's the most dumbest thing ever. And you can tell that they're not joking with this, which is definitely intriguing. This is... oh boy. God, it sounds awful too, with the baby crying. Oh my gosh. This guy did a good job. And you can tell I wasn't joking about how this is not like Local 58 in any formality. Like, it still followed the same format, like everyone. Oh yeah, that's the empty crib. That scared me. Oh, fuck. I know why, and I know what's about to happen. I remember. What's that sound? Okay, another thing that I don't think other theorists point out, that song. What is that song? That might be an important thing, because I don't think any other theorists, because I already know there's theories already out there, have not pointed out that song yet. That might be important for whenever people do point out, but still, this is a... Yep. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. Just making sure I'm putting my hand in front of my face so that I can get jump scared like a bitch I am. Probably wouldn't want to be associated with bad things or a mistake as it is. Okay, bruh, that is true, but I mean, if parents, if the parent probably didn't want to be associated with the bad thing or mistake it as it, that could be true. By the way, bro, this is a quick question. Have you seen this series already or seen a theory video of this? Because I'm at night. Okay, yeah, also at night. But have you seen a fairy video of this? I'm curious because something tells me you already know what we're walking here. Because I'm not too surprised if you have, because there's already been fairy videos. And by the way, the reason why the woman is being lifted up is because afterward, that. I love it. Like, I should have been putting it on there, but I love how it's like, hey, the regular stuff is normal, including even though that's graphic. But I love how the crib just turned into a coffin. Yep, your baby is gone forever. There's a reason for this that we'll get into in a bit. Yeah, pretty much what those words said. Emergency alert system. Multiple counties. Of course, we have to have the spice of emergency alert system.
Local authorities have issued an immediate safety warning to multiple counties. Please await further instruction.
Beep. Oh boy.
As of now, a total of
3,426.
Okay. Just another point out to and this part actually does back up to my theory, but you're not blind when you're reading this. But just in case, it's literally said up to a round of 3,500 children has gone missing. Of course, not the exact number, and that's actually very interesting. Oh no, okay, I thought so, but you're definitely on the right track, brother. Because, yeah, like I said, the thing you said, if the parents would probably wouldn't want to be associated with the bad thing or mistake it as it at night. Trust me, you're on the right track of something. And I'll get to that later on in the live stream. But it is interesting that they didn't round it up, but actually state the number. That is a red flag. But yeah, but the other red flag, the obvious one, is how the heck do you not send a military kind of thing when this is an existential crisis when a bunch of kids gone missing? That is like literally locked down the entire country kind of thing, because that is actually freaky. It is. Whoops. Hopefully I didn't.
children have gone
This is
missing
just
from the
taking
following
place
counties:
in Mandela, which I
County,
think is an actual
Berkshire County,
area,
Mandela
actually,
County,
hence the naming.
Garnet County. Deter vulnerable children away from any television or medium that can project possibly frightening imagery.
Yeah, like the creepy man you saw. Updates will be followed soon. Oh boy. Thank goodness I got my Minecraft bee with me. Yeah, I thought so. The Mandela County Police Department. Suicide investigation recording. Oh, this is the part where they found out with the whole thing. After reaching place, blah blah blah. This is important too, so we get into it. This is not a recording, by the way. Primary victim's home. We're going to bust in there. After talking to British shown photo, the overround sense of dread left the scene. Really? Really? Well, that investigator didn't do a well job. In order to revive Cookie. I do not like that alarm. Oh boy, I would blame you too. I do not like that alarm at all, kind of thing. Okay, so why they're using... This ain't a camera, but yet they're trying to make it scary. I get the guy probably had to use... Oh god. Here it is. What's revealed next is... Oh fuck, I forgot about that. Please do not jump scare us. Please do not jump scare us. Please do not jump scare us. Okay, he's probably going to jump scare us. I know what's going to happen though, because it does reveal Okay, don't jump at us, please. I don't know if this is the. Okay, good. I'm still putting it up, but yeah, that's. I will get to that in a bit once I feel like we're safe to hope that. Oh my god. We're safe. We're safe. We're safe. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Since we're on the topic, and I'm not backing up, let me explain the Mandela effect. Okay, brother Crew, and I understand also the other kind of theory of that, and that might be true by the way as well, because that is a double entendre meaning. Because Mandela effect means a different thing. If you don't know what it is, look it up. But it's like you remember something, it turns out it's false, and it's theorized that it came from another timeline thing, majig. Like, look up like the SpongeBob SquarePants episode thingy with the whole snail turning into snail thing. With Squidward turning into a snail thing. Anyways, what happened there was they went into the house, and obviously this is the house that you saw the woman kick the can because she lost her baby, of course, and pretty much presumably had mad syndrome or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Interesting part about it, and what it will reveal later, is that that creature guy, if it really is a creature, I'll get to why I say that in a bit, was now, I wouldn't say playing, but was dragging her corpse away, apparently, as it's shown in the thing, and of course they censor it because they didn't want to see it. But he had their corpse, but the police didn't see that woman. But I'll get to the reason why I do not think that is the case in a bit later on, and also go in more details once we reach the explain video. But yeah, that's what happened. Flip. Yeah, it says here too. Don't. Okay. Oh boy. Woohoo. All right. Oh, and also, we'll soon. See, I'll explain later, but they don't think is a part of another group, and we'll get to that later. Oh, good. Pictures of cats on the TV. That is helpful. Although this guy is walking too much thing. Okay, so this is volume 1 of something. You know what?
We are currently receiving countless.
Pause this. Okay, I am going to skip this video because there's another version of this video called Think. And this one's just a longer version of that. So we'll skip that video and go to here first before jumping into it, so it'll be easier. But this video gives us another idea of what we're dealing with, as YouTube is also kicking right now. Before we continue to everything, let's talk about this one. So many people remember it like the Moppy guy having a call. How are you pronouncing it? I know what you're talking about, bro, because you're probably. I remember you mentioning that. Like, for those who do not know what my brother is talking about in the comment section, he's giving an example, of course, but apparently, the Monopoly guy supposedly had a medical, those one eye glasses with the cane. Like, it didn't have two glasses, just have one glass for a glass eye thing. But he doesn't have a medical. Of course, he doesn't. But many people remember him having one. That counts. That's an example of what the Mandela effect is. Anyways, here's a very interesting thing. So the Department of Temporal Phenomenon, whatever the heck you pronounce it, even though I know what it stands for because it talks about time. Now I forgot how it actually stands for, but it does have something to do with time. And you can obviously see they have the old-fashioned clock without the arm thing. This is not a real department, of course, but this is very interesting. And it was formed in 1981. This is big because it might give us an idea of what the timeline is. But this is actually another point to my theory, which is very interesting. But we'll get into that in a bit.
We are currently receiving countless reports of an unidentified hostile organism that we'll refer to as alternates. Until we have a complete understanding of the threat, it's important to stay home, lock all doors and windows, and have access to a loaded firearm or any ranged weapon at all times.
What about
You will
normal?
know if an alternate exists
Okay.
solely based on
Okay, just want to say, what about other weapons, like just a gun or a shooting device? Like, what? Why not you? Like for me, I'll defend my home because I have a paper jam guitar. Why can't I use that? I think I know why, because it will get into it in a bit. But still, I feel like that's funny. But yes, that is kind of an interesting thing, and we'll get to what I'll explain more in depth what this alternate thing is in a bit.
their physical characteristics. If you see another person that looks identical to you, run away and hide. If you see a person that has a biologically impossible characteristic, run away and hide. If one manages to break into your home,
You're screwed.
refrain from any kind of communication or
That is
contact
true.
with the
We'll
threat.
get into that why in a
These
bit.
intelligent life forms utilize elements of psychological warfare to take advantage of their victims. While we heavily discourage any form of contact or communication with an alternate, we make exceptions for attempts at executing them yourself.
Yeah, yay! In the event of an alternate call, follow the think principle. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Tell the authority figure around your counter, whatever the heck is that is. Hinder the alternate's movements. Oh boy. Identify the class type, which we'll get into in a bit. Neutralize the alternate if it's safe to do so, mean aka kill it. And then okay, I admit this cracks me up though. Because at the end, and this is important too, like this also backs up to my theory as well. We'll get into it in a bit. But yeah, it says oh boy, there's in the end it says also there's nothing, I don't know why, but we'll get into it a bit. Oh boy. But yeah. Know your place in reality. Oh man. Yeesh. Oh boy. Know your enemies, because we need to. And that is actually probably important. One, the doppelganger, or gangler, however you pronounce it. Okay, interesting question though. I wonder if they actually use real people with this. Because, I don't know. It's pretty cool. And I'll get to the reason why in a bit. Alright. The deceptible, meaning that it deceives you, or however you pronounce, or detectable. And by the way, this next person is the freakiest person you'll see. I think they'll show it here, or his face not. But this one is important, and we'll get into it in a bit. Okay, they don't show the face, I think. Yeah, but this person will be important later. Do it show the face? Yep. Fuck me. Yeah, and that scares me. That is like, to tell you the truth, that is the mascot of this fucking thing. You know it is if you see a lot of people have been using that guy for their thumbnails. I use something different, of course, for my thumbnail, so it'll be unique. But you can tell right away that that's the mascot, because holy shit. Okay, so type 3 is redacted, although, or rather, they don't tell us. It's a concrete reality bullshit. But in the case of Beverly, they'll call them the super confirmed and deadly ones, or aka deadly ones, because they're definitely creepy. We have Slenderman Woman. Oh, they actually are different. I didn't know that. This guy, which I feel like came from that one meme, like, and we see one of them is entering the house. Hopefully it doesn't jump scare me. Fuck, don't do that. Holy shit. This is turn on light. It give me sick. Ah, fuck. Okay, please don't jump scare us. 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 Also, that guy is going to kill us. Catalogue 1. And that's the creator, by the way, if you're wondering. Okay, let's back up for a few things because I want to tackle a few things that and explain what we just saw. Okay, so first off and foremost, what was these altars? And I want to explain this thing too because it's kind of wacky. So the altars, as its name replies, even though its name doesn't fully work because other characteristics are a group of people, pretty much whatever these beings are. It's stated that these people are literally being like, hey, we're clone. Like, think of, if you play Pokemon, think of like Ditto, the gooey pink thing that turns into anything, and think of also Zora with its, illusions ability. Ironic because this me doing this video comes at a time where that thing's getting popular now because of the new Hishui form. But anyways, the point is that is the best way to describe it, even though it's not perfect, not only for the doppelgangers, but actually for everything else, which is kind of ironically hit a bit critical. And as the video replies, there are multiple awkward characteristics, which I bet all three of the forms do have. First one is long arms. The second one is a giant oval shaped head, I guess, or big. Don't eating too many airheads, apparently. And the final one isn't actually explained, but to my theory, I think it just shows that it's able to either flip itself upside down and possibly walk upside down, like a handstand, I propose. But yet it doesn't kill it because possibly the heart is in the butt and the brain is in one of the feet. That's my theory. But either way, as you can tell, they're not joking around. Although this is kind of wacky because it feels like they just slapped this on as another example, and we'll get to this in a bit. But it's definitely is interesting. So, like I said earlier, and like the video state, you're pretty much screwed if you do encounter one because A, it has the ability to use psychosis, and to make it more easier to the Book of Dummies explain, it will basically use mental memories to attack you. That's what psychological warfare mean. Your head. Yeah, the shirt. Yeah, I like that, brother. The shirt is the head too. Oh gosh, yeah. Which is like I understand that the first two got explained by the other people who already did their theory videos, but I'm surprised they didn't talk about the other one. But I guess it's because it's definitely unconfirmed what that symbolizes. Anyways, like I was saying, the alterates will use literally your memories to attack you. And if you guys don't know what that means, is what they'll do is, like, for example, if someone had post-traumatic stress disorder, it will use their bad memories and cause them pain and suffering and confusion. And we actually do see an example of it, a very creepy, bizarre example of this. And it's definitely very interesting to say the least. Hence why we see one is crying, one is bowing for some reason, I guess. But like I said, and as you saw, the think thing, which hopefully I don't get very much in trouble by YouTube by showing this, and please do not do this, is what's interesting is the government own idea of the think thing is that after you get done with the THIN thing, then after you kill the alternate, make sure you kill yourself too, because I guess that makes sense. I mean, it is wacky because earlier, as you saw from the latest video, which is actually a teaser trailer for Volume 2, like this was connected to the first volume, which I think is going to be similar to like the Magical World of Anya, just not the way it did it. But apparently, and if I can make this correctly, apparently it's hypocritical because they say, oh, you can save yourself. We can save the people who goes into madness, as I'm going to call it. But yet they hypocritically say, kill yourself. And that's interesting because the whole point of this is, as you can probably connect the dots, these alternates, what you saw the man phasing in and out, are the ones causing these mad syndrome crappy things. And it is very hypocritical because they state that you can save the person, but yet it's the government is telling you. And remember, this is a government tape. So it makes no sense. And trust me, it gets even worse. Now, explain all three types. Doppelganger is what it says, which actually, when I first somewhat dip my toes into the series, I didn't know they did a good job here. And again, I wonder if, by the way, just fourth wall breaking, I wonder if these are actual people. That would be cool if it turns out that these were actually photos of people. So the doppelgangers, or what I said, is like Zora and Ditto, where they're definitely look alike, but you can tell that they didn't get the correctness. But they're definitely the most dangerous because they do copy and paste themselves, kind of. Not with body, but with mind as well, which is very dangerous. Then we get the deceivable, and I'll just go ahead. You know what? No, I'm not going to show that creepy face yet. I don't want to do that because I don't want to. It's already bad enough we had to deal with that shit. We'll get into this later, but it's naming. Oh, great. Cat. More cat. I love cats. I'm watching TV and showing a bunch of cats right now for some reason. That's good for me. I'm Flux Cat, so there you go. I don't know why. Because I usually don't use this to calm myself down. Whenever I watch YouTube, I don't watch cat videos. I listen to music, actually, most of the time. Or, of course, watch my favorite channels, but, Anyways, the reason why it's stated as deceivers, as they're the ones who mainly use psychological warfares on their victims, but they're also known for that for another reason, as we'll get into. However, this part is very. I want to make this key. This is very interesting. And the last one, the dangerous ones, are or the actually you could tell these are really you're really screwed ones, is the ones that really, they're like doppelgangers, but they have their effects. They did form correctly. They got like we got the potato, the only singular creepy face of Slender Man, and we get this one, which I really do think this was created from that one meme I saw. And if you don't know what that meme is, I probably won't send a link because it's actually creepy. I don't know, but you can tell that these guys are not safe, and there's one that entered the house for some reason, showing how bad it is, which links back to make sure you keep an eye out your thing. And then finally, it just da da da. So yeah, there's a lot to take in, but the long story short is this is literally trying to tell people what's going on. And as already stated, as you can tell, this was just a prequel to the first official main story thing, as I'll call it, because this is more of a documentary. And really, the story makes sense if you don't even need to look into it.
We are currently receiving countless reports of an unidentified hostile organism that we'll refer to as alternates. Until we have a complete understanding of the threat, it's important to stay home, lock all doors and windows, and have access to a loaded firearm or any ranged weapon at all times.
That is a good thing.
You will know if an alternate exists solely based on their physical characteristics. If you see another person that looks identical to you, run away and hide. If you see a person that has a biologically impossible characteristic, run away and hide. If one manages to break into your home, refrain from any kind of communication or contact with them.
We already seen all this. And here we go with the actual story. I hope I didn't skip too much, but you can walk it. Links down below, description down below. Victim 1 and Victim 2. So what's going on is just shows the case of what's going on here. By the way, if there is a jump scare here, so I'll just be warning you. I don't know when it comes, but it definitely comes. Oh boy.
Hey, it's Caesar. I hope it's not too late.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. What's up? Are you alright?
Yeah, it's not me, it's my mom. She's knocked out cold and I have no idea why. I'm on my way to the ER, but could you do me a favor?
Yeah, of course. What is it?
I just need you to come over and turn on the cameras we have set up. You know the ones that we installed after we were robbed?
Oh, yeah. Would you mind if I asked why?
Well, she screamed really loud right before I found her on the ground. I just...
Well, do you have your doors and windows locked? Like what the broadcast told us to do?
Yeah, that's the weird part. Maybe she saw something? I don't know.
Alright.
I don't know.
It shouldn't be too bad. I'm just gonna switch them on and get out of there, though. You know how I feel about your house.
Dang.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's fine.
Oh man, hearing all this.
One last thing. Try to get a good view of it.
Fuck! Oh yeah, don't jump scare. Okay, I didn't see that one coming. We'll get on TV.
Okay.
Alright, I gotta go. I almost had that.
That's actually the important kind of thing, but... of the story, at least, but... Driving around in the speed of sound. Da, 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 da. Oh, man. Okay. Now, I don't know what this is, but I think, if I recall correctly, this might be actually the guy taking his mom to the hospital. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is bad. I'm screwed. I am so screwed. I swear to God, there's not be a jump scare in this, too. Why are you fucking stopping? Oh, wait, this is... Oh, never mind. I forgot this is the guy driving to his friend's house. I totally forgot about all this. You can see that I'm still completely new, but I know what's going to happen because I remember looking at those Fury videos. Like... And... Go ahead. I'll see you know something bad has happened, but here's the weirdest part that I do agree. Why would you call your friend and say turn on the cameras and that's it? Like, I guess because he's not going to be in the house, so he needs security. Like, judging by the timing of cameras, I have to look that up to double check if I'm right with this. I don't know if home security with cameras was in the 2000s, because that wouldn't make any sense for... It would make sense also for the time thing here, but I don't think security cameras was introduced around the 80s. I think it was introduced in the 2000s. Because I know it exists. I know it's... But I also know they're quite old. And also, sorry about that. Did not mean to jump scare. Oh man, this is so tension. Which, by the way, is one of the reasons why this series is getting popular. Okay, so there's the stairs. There's a creepy thing, which you also saw from the trailer. Ah, fuck. I remember this. Oh boy. Oh boy. I am scared. I am gonna put... Fuck. And by the way, he is screwed because he later on gets trapped in the house. Like... Oh, and he also loses his car because that was probably his car. Oh gosh. Oh, you think? You think? Oh wow, it's even... Wow, you're definitely screwed. You're waking up 3 o'clock, going to a guy's house. Like, I understand he told you that. And like, be like, hey, oh wow, okay, that's a familiar. That's a familiar. Oh gosh, I am hoping to God I don't see, because I know one of the jump scares is probably the jump scares in this goddamn fucking thing. I am sorry. Turn around. I know that's a familiar. Or the alternate, or however the fuck you say. Oh, yeah. The shadow. Oh gosh, the shadow from Persona. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, you think? Wow, he was really stuck there too. Now looking at it.
Who are you? Get away from me!
Oh. No! Oh, don't look at me. Oh, yeah, and that was the Follow Me Home, Caesar. Oh, boy. Yeah, boy. Oh, yeah, so to explain that, that was pretty much the woman getting attacked, which is definitely interesting. Follow Me Home, Caesar. Oh, boy. Oh, God, here it is. The jump scare. Oh, gosh. I'm not looking. Oh, they do. They have a very fucked up present. They're gonna kill you. Holy shit. Oh, man. I do not do good well with tension. Like, I can watch this. I'm just scared of that fucking jump scare. I am covering my eyes. I have even my Minecraft beat with me. I am literally trying to, hopefully the jump scare doesn't, because I'm hearing this. I am just 10 times terrified right now. Oh, here it is. Okay, cover your eyes. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. This is terrifying.
You fucking bastard!
And he tried. I think, yeah, that's a good idea. That was a bit, yeah, it was a bad decision. Oh, gosh. Shut up. Shut up. Don't jump scare us. Oh, gosh. At least for the sound. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I admit I'm a bit. And yeah, by the way, it did not work. Hurry up with the jump scare! Oh, fuck! No! No, 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 no! Shit! I hear ya. Oh, fuck. Okay. It's not that bad. Why are you staring at us? Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's another fun image. Oh, boy. Oh, by the way, that is important, too. Okay, we got through the fuck up part. Woo! Let's give us a pat of our tummy, or I don't know. I'm patting my tummy. Oh, gosh. And no one came for me. Yeah, because... Yeah. And... They're gonna do a good job censoring. Okay, so kind of explain that nightmare fuel chaos. Oh, gosh. Which is terrifying as fuck. I am not joking with y'all. I'm trying to be brave, but I literally did cover my eyes mostly during that. I only until because oh that. So kind of explain something came in and killed that guy. And earlier the Prius grandmother got attacked. So yeah, and I'm not saying killed, and we'll get into that in a bit, but it definitely is interesting to say the least. Okay, excuse me. Woo. Oh boy. Second, the following footage is okay. This is extremely important. This is which is going to stem off to my major theory. This is one of the things.
While at the station, a situation may occur where the local 911 dispatchers run out of operators to handle calls, so they are given to us instead.
Whoa, actually,
there are three, and only three, scenarios that you will handle with a caller.
Police.
When a caller needs the police, send available personnel to the address.
Police fire.
When the caller has a fire-related emergency, contact our neighboring fire department with the address and a brief description of the event.
Echo.
When the caller has a medical emergency, immediately contact the Mandela Community Hospital.
And here's the fourth one that you may not know. Error. They call it error because we all know you're pretty much
Here
screwed.
at the Mandela County Police Department, we thank you for viewing this instruction.
Encounter the error. If you receive an error, do this. which is big, by the way. This is very important. Which, long story short, once it gets to the other thing, and this is big because literally, as it's stating, as crystal clear, they're telling their staff, do not, if they're dealing with a encounter, aka the alternate whatever, do not help them at all, which is very interesting. You might accidentally reveal your fear. This is
nothing is worth the risk. Nothing is worth the risk. Nothing is worth the risk.
Why that feels like a good beep. Toddler stress assessment video. Record your child's. This is another thing, but I don't think this one's important. I feel like this is another stupid one that just shows how bad this series treats kids. I actually forgot what this stands for. But it does play another role into one of the guy's backstories that is actually interesting, to say the least. Man, how to get fucking babies' voices? That's a saying something. Oh boy. Record response. Why is that a goat? What the fuck? Daddy did tuck me in. Oh yeah, this is the story thing. And there was a man in the closet. No homo, because it really wasn't homo. It was actually very much the actual guy. Is closet. The Scary Night by Mark, age 4. School. Elementary school, grade 4K, aka before kindergarten. Daddy didn't check under the bed last night. So I went to mommy's room. Oh boy, that's a good idea. I was scared. There was knocking on the door. There was a scary knocking on the door. And the scariest part is walking by the dark room by the stairs. He shows growling at this too. Scary me, which is very interesting. Very nice. Almost at mommy's room when I saw the man in the corner. It was literally in the corner. Him. Even though I would have put a smiley face on that, though. And then I fell asleep the end. And by the way, if you probably did the math, yes, that man, the actual picture of the man of this title card of this live stream video is that man he was referring to. Although I do have one critique I gotta go into. Even though I love this, there is one problem I have. It's just a small problem. I think he just did it out of the blue by mistake. I mean, I love still the concept that he tried to do because childhood art. Because believe me, I even learned this in like high school, and I really do kind of like the psychology of children's art. Although there is one problem, unless because as you saw from the title card, and we'll soon see later, the guy wasn't smiling. Yet this he put as for Mark, he put as he was smiling. Now, unless that is true that he was smiling, it's unknown if that was really true. I just put down that error a bit, but the rest of it is fine because it's really well done as a childhood drawing. Because remember, this is when he was at 4, and for a child with that, it's very interesting. Then I fell asleep. The end. Yeah, then after I saw the guy, I just fainted and fell asleep. The end. Oh boy. Okay, so the rest of it is just symbolism of section 2, whatever. BS. That. Oh god. Why? Don't make this. family. I don't know. I really forgot what this was about. I think this was the balloon, except it's not red, so we don't rip off it. Oh boy. In the dark room by the stairs. That's probably the closet he was talking about. Just notice it's shifting. I also notice it's growing. Oh shit. And there's the guy I use as the cover art. And you can tell he's not smiling. But yeah, he's Scooter. And that's pretty much it. He even said, oh, I skipped that, but whatever. So, by the way, as my theory of that, I forgot what it was, but it could be possible that, you know, it could be possible that that was just another assessment of checking your child and all that. But who knows? I totally forgot. But that is important, and I'll get into that in a bit and later on. Alright, so our final video, and this one I already watched, but it's still disturbing. And side note, oh boy. And side note, I won't get into too much of the messaging of the hidden codes, even though, ironically, someone already in the comment section of this video did all that. But it's definitely, you don't even need a code to know what's happening here.
Don't be afraid. I bring good news.
Alright, hold on. So, I don't even need to tell you what story this is.
Don't be afraid. I bring good news of great joy for you and all people. Tonight, your Savior was born in David's town.
Alright.
Christ, the Lord. You will find him wrapped in...
Alright, before we continue, yes, this is a biblical story, or a reverse biblical story of, and I'll get the reason why I say reverse, story of the Jesus' birth. Although I do have one question, and I hope my question can be answered if this was a real, because honestly you can tell this is literally...
Don't be afraid. I bring good...
I wonder if this is a actual cartoon in reality. Because honestly, as you can tell, I didn't grow up too much watching biblical stories. Like, the only one I remember is documentary, of course. But the reason why I point this out is I'm definitely questioning, is this a actual real life biblical story? So if anyone who do come across this video, I want to know if this is actually not the story I meant. I think I messed that up. I meant, is this an actual video, a real cartoon talking about the story of Jesus? Because if so, that will play a huge role in this thing. Probably is, but I just want to ask that because there is a reason why I bring that up.
Don't be afraid. I bring good news of great joy for you and all people. Tonight, your Savior was born in David's town. He is Christ,
okay,
the Lord. You will find him wrapped in swaddle cloth, lying in a manger.
That's interesting because I actually don't think that was part of the video. Rejoice, Jesus is born. Not really. And we'll get to the reason why.
There was a woman named Mary who lived in the city of Nazareth. She was in love with a man named Joseph. Mary was young and a virgin, but she got a very special message.
Alright, so one thing to know about that. And I probably will explain this more later in my explain video when I do it. But I want to point out the major concept with that. What's interesting about that voice right there is it's pretty much sounds like, it reminds me of a video game called Faith, which, by the way, is not a good game. Well, okay, it's not a goody two-shoe game. It's actually a very good horror game. You've probably seen Markiplier play it. And it has the same beep boop bop voice it is. I'll probably even show you the trailer of it in the explain video, but I want to just point that out for a reason. Oh gosh, the angel name.
I am the angel Gabriel. I've come to bring good news.
News?
Okay, that actually was an error. I missed that, but they, as you saw, they kind of mute that name. But let me just show you. You did.
Joseph. Mary was your head virgin, but she got a very special message from an angel named.
It says the angel named Beep, but yet when they go do that, sorry,
I am the angel Gabriel.
They still say he's Gabriel. Like, oh boy, that's a error, but I guess that's probably does answer to a lot of interesting things if you're already connecting the dots here. But I guess
I've come to bring good news.
News? For me?
Alright, so I guess you know what? I'll go ahead and show what he's saying. So in the comment section, one guy says, nope. If anyone will worry binary, I am the true savior. I must reverse the delusion. Joseph is next. And there's a lot of beep boop beep here. I don't know why I don't know how people do that right there, but yes, that's what he says, but who cares? I love this one, this comic. Remember when Gabriel spoke in binary code to Mary? Yeah, me too. Damn. Yes. Okay, damn. Okay, but either way, he's just telling BS to... You can already figure out what's going on here with this.
Whatever God wants.
Although I wouldn't think Mary would figure out what binary is. Now, this one isn't in binary, but this is important. Alright, come on now, talk. Oh, second sec, you better
I will fool the shepherds. I will know their greatest fear. I will know your greatest fear. Wake up, Joseph. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake.
Oh man, just imagine, just in a normal thing, just imagine, just, not even just a creepy person, but just imagine some being literally in your house, and they're like, instead of literally actually grabbing you or waking you up or something like that, they just go into your room or your window and they tap on the thing and they're like, wake up, come on out, you need to wake up. I'm sorry I'm cracking jokes here, but I just gotta point that out. That's just funny to me. But yes, he's pretty much telling Joseph to wake up, and there actually is a theory to what was that all about. But as you'll soon see in a bit, shit hits the fan pretty interesting. I'm coming with a blank square on my face, even though it doesn't last forever. Oh, and one more thing before we do showcase this, real quick, just show the normal face. Many people have been stating in the theory videos that this is a picture of Jesus. Even though I want to blame them because, you know, the concept. No, it's not. It's actually just possibly the same version of that picture. Just, oh yeah, definitely changed. Just want to point that out as many people were confusing that. But I would blame them for saying that because it is connected to one of the theories of this. And yes, by the way, this is the same person we see with the creepy face, which is where the whole...
Do not be afraid, my dear shepherds.
Shepherds.
I have great news.
Great news.
I am your true savior.
No, you're not.
I know everything about what makes you human.
Ew.
I know what you love. I know what you dread.
Okay, maybe. Fuck! That scared me! Fucking Christ! This... Okay, this part oh yeah. Oh, he... Like, god damn. You can see why this is a mascot of the series. Oh, and the breathing. Big deal. And the rest of it, I know I'm fast forwarding this, but it's just talking about can you see it, blah, blah, blah. There's also binary code of a poem. I know I'm breezed through that, but go watch other theory videos so you can figure out what the code stands for. Blah, blah, blah. You've got... And a cartoon ending, I think. Well, that's hopefully is not gonna get cut. Whatever, I don't care. But Yeah, pretty much. Okay, well. Okay, stop screen. There we go. All right. I want to show this off while I'm talking the shirt head. I love that. Okay, so like I said, I will do a gigantic explain well, more a in-depth explain theory of what the actual F is going on here. But pretty much I'll go ahead and give my thoughts right now as what I'm thinking. So here's what the first main theory that most people are saying what's going on. So pretty much it's theorized of now that what we just saw, I can also kind of see possibly being the correct answer, but I have my own theory as well. And I'll get more into it later, but it's theorized that what's going on here is this is a alternate timeline where pretty much the devil is seated tricking everyone in, which is definitely an interesting concept, I will say that. And it's theorized that these alterates are actually demons and they're causing chaos because of that. That's pretty much the main point, and there's a lot of things to that point, but I had my own theory that I will go into, and my theory is probably one of the most shot out of the darks of the series yet. And something since this series has been talking about for a while. My theory is I do not think this is actually I do not think that actually is the case. And there's multiple reasons why. I think this is actually a government experiment going a little bit horribly wrong. Now, obviously, you might be wondering what I mean, because here's the thing. I do believe the alterates are real, but I don't think that they're alterates. Demons to be exact. I think they're humans who have been experimented on. I'll get into more later when I get to my explain video later on about that, because there is a lot to point out of this series, and it is probably the biggest one. And like I said, I probably will do my explain video or record it now so I can just get that over with so I can upload it tomorrow, because tomorrow I gotta work on the rest of my Jolly comic for chapter 2. Plus, also, I really do want to go ahead and explain the series right away, so that way I don't be left alone. But other than that, yeah, that is the entire series right now. As you guys saw from the first video we watched, aka the last video was uploaded. There is obviously more. There's no doubt that the story is not finished yet. There's a lot of missing pieces to it. To be honest, I don't know if I will be tracking the series like I do with other ARGs, like, other ones I usually do. Wait, why do the government tell you to not kill it? Why do the government tell you not to kill it? Well, that's the thing. That is a good point, and like I said, I'll make a totally explained video about it, because there's a lot to point out why I think the government is behind this series as a whole. Like, all the way up to the last video, I have that gut feeling thing that the government is behind it, because really, I do not think that you can literally, truly make up because like I said, if it was like found footage thing, because one of my main theories that made me think the government is going after is a part of doing this is the fact of the last video we just saw, the first video of the channel. Because here's the thing, there's no way I feel like that could be possibly happened, because I won't go into details and blah blah blah. But the main thing is that was a children cartoon that was alternate. That's not. And I'm not saying it could be possible that that really did happen, and because again, the naming of this ARG is Mandela whatever. Mandela mean the different timeline, blah blah. But it just strikes me off because I think there really is, and I'll go ahead and do this now. I'll go ahead and do this now. Let's see. Um, let's see if I can figure this out. And by the way, I am doing what I'm about to do right now. Oh, and it's gonna be tough, but I am gonna do it. Mandela, blah blah blah. Mandela. That's not how you spell county, but whatever. Let's see. Country. There's country. Oh. Hunters tickets. Boy, hold on. I am getting to this. I just got to figure this out. Hold on for a second. Because I want to see something. Not they said it's country, but that's not what. Well, it is worth note that it actually does this apparently. Not the one I'm thinking of. I want to make sure country. Okay, so I you know what? What am I doing? I got an idea. All right, if you hear some stuff, luckily I have phones. Ice scream scared me. I am not ready for this Mandela. I gotta do something real quick to see if this is real. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. This is, please don't. Count. All right. Okay. Yes, I thought so. Although it's spelled wrong. No, wait, it's spelled correctly. I knew it. Okay, I gotta show you this. I really do gotta show you this because this is actually mind blowing. I don't know if anyone else seen this yet. Okay, I'll show it. I'll probably show you right now. Share screen. No, well, not share audio. It's not gonna. Well, I'll just do. Case. Okay, got it. Because I'm not gonna. But guess what? I just found something. I don't think anyone else thought about this yet. But turns out it exists. Mandela Massachusetts in the United States of America. Mandela, Massachusetts. I did not know this. Yeah, and it has some very interesting things about it. I don't know. But still, it actually is a place in Massachusetts, United States of America. Okay. Yeah. The more you know, I guess. I figured that because there's no way it. I mean, yes, I still get that it's also a double entendre of what's going on here and blah 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 and all that gobbledygoo. But I really did thought that I had a gut feeling that something was not right, and it sounded so realistic. That is very big. Of course, I could be wrong. There could be another idea towards that, but that is huge. Because even though it kind of also backs, that is funny if the creator didn't even know that. Oh wait, there's actually a city, there's actually a county in America. Like that's gotta be weird. Of course, I still want to back up and say that is probably he was referring to a fake Mandela, but there is a real one. Like, that is definitely mind blowing. I could be wrong with that, but whatever. I'm definitely using that. But my point is, I really do think that the U.S. government, like, I still believe that there's no doubt that Mandela plays a role in this, the wording, but I don't think it's because of demons. That's the proof. I think it's mutants more than demons. But like I said, after this live screen, I will do a recording and presumably upload it to YouTube and blah blah blah. It's definitely going to be an interesting video because I gotta explain why. But yeah, for those who are new to this series, this is the Mandela County, or what was it called? I don't know. The freaking Mandela, whatever you call it, camera or recordings or whatever. Hold on, I gotta go back. Gotta go back. Gotta go back. I gotta go to my channel with the freaky guy there. Oh boy, come on now. I'm almost done. Catalog. There we go. Catalog. And yeah, well, I am definitely ready to do this explain video. Woohoo! Yeah, boy. I probably just get it done now so that, like I said, I gotta work on my new comic, Jolly. Which, by the way, I have the link in my channel if you want to go check it out. But yeah, definitely very interesting theory. And again, I thank you all for watching. Thanks to my brother from my brother. No, my brother. Sorry, my brother from the same mother. The same mother. For you know, helping me get through this because oh boy. Yeah, sorry by the way for scaring you guys because oh boy. But yeah, this is the new series. Like I said, and I'll probably put it in the more or less in the thingamajig in the comment section down below. I'll put down 2 theory videos I already watched about this series, so you guys can catch up on the first theory. And then, like I said, tomorrow I'll release a video explaining my own take of this, because this is definitely a very interesting thing, and I really do want to do a theory video of this. So, yeah. Anyways, this has been Floxcat, and I'm snapping out of here. Bye-bye, and hopefully you have good dreams, and because I'm sorry, I did not mean to scare anyone. Oh boy, we're going to be sleeping eyes open tonight. Fuck.